Good morning, everyone. How is it going today? I am under 400 feet of snow here in the northern part of Canada. We got like 140 centimeters, or give or take, fell in 2 days over the weekend. So we're still all digging out. It's interesting. It's interesting. If you notice, I'm now superimposed. Oh, my arm cut off. I'm superimposed now because I got a green screen. So now I have my big boy streaming pants on. Oh, what have I done? Press the wrong button there. Anyways, I'm pretty excited today. I'm pretty excited. Yesterday, what am I saying? I had a really fun stream yesterday on the official WordPress channel on YouTube. Go check it out. If you're not subscribed to that channel, you really should. Jamie Marsland is in charge of that, and he's doing some really, really cool stuff, and which includes me getting to live stream on the channel. So we did like an introduction to block development stuff, which might be a little bit easy sauce maybe for some of the folks on the stream. But yeah, go and check it out. It's it's right here. I'll just drop it in the old chatteroo. I'm moving there 3 times. Yeah, I'm moving up in the world. I have many leather-bound books, and my house smells of rich mahogany. All those things.
It's KevXB.
Hi Kev, how's it going, man? But yeah, so if you just toggle over to the old live thing. There's my stupid face, and this one is going to be Birgit here. Hi, Birgit. What happened to there's supposed to be audio playing when I hit that. Ah, what the deuce? You get an autograph. Well, if my security lets you pass, you know. Anyways, this one's going to be fun. This is tomorrow. Go and check this out. This is Matt Mullenweg and Jessica Leishik. They are doing a speed build. It's going to be a good time. So you really got to check that out. I will drop this link. You go and click the old notification button. Anyways, that's going to be good times. Yeah, cool. Anyway, so what we're doing today, what I'm trying to do, oh, this is fun. I have no elbow. Oh, hey, Fabian. Man, I got all the rock stars here today. This is great. So today I'm going to release this taxonomy control that I've been working on for a little while. And yeah, I want to get it done. So what I'm actually fighting with right now is I'm having an existential crisis about the UI. Let me explain. So first of all, I want to show this. I have hot module replacing. Gomorrah, Carl F. Bittman from YouTube. Good morning to you too, sir. Welcome to the stream. I enabled hot module, or fast refresh is the words I'm trying to say. So I want to show y'all what that does. So I hate having to do this every single time. Refresh, select the block, click AQL, scroll down, click this button, do a thing, have a thing happen. Watch this. I have it automatically refreshing now. So watch the text on this button. So if I just go over here, and I go over here, and I say hot, save, boom, refreshed. What? Amazing. It's so cool. So there's a couple of things that you have to do to set that up. You have to have the Gutenberg plugin. Yeah, what you yes, exactly. It's probably an hour of me. It does work, Kev.
Oh,
there are
some
things. Oh, through an error. Sorry. There are some things that you have to have in place. First of all, you have to have the Gutenberg plugin installed and running. I'm unsure of the dependency there. And I would like to have that dependency gone, but as of right now, you have to have the Gutenberg plugin running and installed. The other thing you have to have is in your WP config, you have to have script debug set to true. Now, if you've been working with blocks for any length of time, you're probably going to have this on anyways, because this also enables much better errors. My office is cold. It's what happens when you live in the northern country and you're old. You get cold easy. anyways, I'm putting my sweater back on. So with those two things in place, it should work for you. Now, the other thing, oh, right, okay. So out of the box, that should just work. Now, there is something else that you have to consider. So the long and short of it is, under the hood, it is using dev server, it being it's Webpack dev server that's being used. And so there's there's a configuration for it that is allowed hosts. So allowed hosts is set to auto by default. And if your URL, if your debugging URL is not localhost or host, or there's some other really random one, it won't work. So what you have to do is what I've done here. You have to come in here and set it to either all, or you set it to your URL. So I just set it to all because I'm lazy. But keep in mind, if you do that, there is a potential security issue there. So because I'm just running this locally, I'm not concerned. But do keep in mind that if you're using that setting for production build, that you probably shouldn't, because it allows all URLs. It's not something to do with rebinding. Anyways, I don't know. I'm like fixing this like an old granny, and I gotta put my glasses on. Anyway, so I have that working, and I'm very, very excited about it. So I'm actually just gonna commit those two changes. Fast refresh is so hot right now. And if you get that reference, we're good friends. All right, I'm gonna push that up. All right, so, okay. So the next thing that I was working on was let me try to explain this. So if you remember in a previous iteration or last stream, I had a little toggle down here. Oh, I should make a YouTube video. That's a really great idea. It's a really great idea. Thank you for the suggestion. What was I gonna say? Anyways, so there was a toggle down here that essentially enabled advanced mode. I didn't like it because what ended up happening was each one of these things has an advanced mode. So it looks like this, right? So we have this like, we had a single taxonomy query, right? That you can put into maybe I should just show you what it used to do. Can I change it all? I think I might have maybe committed all the things or something to it. Anyways, so this button down here turned all of them into advanced mode, regardless of whether or not they were using any advanced features, which I didn't really like. Because if I'm just using this and I just want to exclude that category, then it doesn't need to be in advanced mode with like all these other things. I don't need that. So that's where I'm kind of fighting with right now, trying to figure this out a little bit better. So I think the right solution is to do an advanced mode toggle for each one, and then have it figure out whether or not it needs to be in advanced mode. So like if I were to do this and I were to save this and reopen this, which I don't think I have this set up right now, it should say, oh, hey, yeah, you've got a thing in here that's advanced. So we're going to toggle this advanced mode. And then there's this thing is also annoying. So see, yeah, so it's doing some stuff here I have to figure out. So anyways, so let's get working on that, and we can kind of walk through it a little bit. So so this is my advanced mode. Here it's not being used. You were watching my deprecation video because I needed to, and I was laughing because you were running the same frustrations as I, and just said F it. I said F it? Awesome. That's, you come to me for help, and I'm like, I don't know. Hilarious. Okay, so set advanced mode. What is this? It's not defined. So I got some things I have to figure out. You know when you like do something and then it's like, oh wait, I actually don't remember what I was working on here. You have to like build that house of cards up. You ever heard that analogy? My wife used to get so annoyed at me because I'd get annoyed at her when she'd come in and ask me a question and I was working on something. And I think everybody's ever worked in an office as a developer probably has had this thing happen to them where somebody comes up and they're like, hey, what are you doing for lunch? Or can I talk to you about a thing? And you've built up this house of cards of like logic and like logic trees and you know, your code base in your head, and then somebody just comes over and just hits it and it's gone, and you got to spend half an hour figuring out what you were even doing, how you even do this crap. That's where I am right now. Okay, so let's see. So this is the queries length. So that's yeah, exactly. And then you have to do it again. So this is my queries. Okay, so I think what I did was I wanted to move all this into the single taxonomy. So I have two controls. The main control, two components. The main one is like basically that it controls the queries and doodads and what have you. And then each one of these is its own component. So that's what I'm doing in here. So this manages the inner single thing. So I think what I need to do, yeah, okay, so this is it. All right, I'm gonna just simplify this. Ooh. Oh, set advanced mode is not defined. Okay, well, that'll do it every single time. Ooh, what have I done? Okay, I think I'm doing that in here. I was halfway through this on my laptop, and I pushed it up, and so who knows? Who really knows? Okay, cool. So, oh, that was amazing. Did you see that? By the time I got back to the screen, it was already refreshed. So I'm going to add a new query. I'm going to set my query to categories. I'm going to set it to cat1, whatever. Okay, so this is a standard query, right? Save this. I don't know why that thing keeps wanting to pop that back open. So I've got in here. So exclude, include. So if I set this to advanced mode and I set this to not in and I save, and I'm not sure why that's doing that, but so this should know that it's in advanced mode. So let's figure that out. I'm just gonna clear that. So how do I? So this is gonna know in here. So let's see. Was this not getting operator anymore? It's attributes. Single taxonomy. What's it getting? It's getting passed. So I need to check if operator is not equal to in and operator is not equal to not in. I gotta do that better. and or include children is equal to false, or relation is not equal to and. Then we gotta set this into advanced mode. So I don't think this is right at all. I'm gonna just clear this out for now. This is the logic that I had set up. It was very, very awkward because basically I had to disable the advanced button globally if any of the controls were not advanced, because if you turn it off, you would be locked into your advanced control, which was very strange. So let's get it log. Do that. See what we get. Not in true and. Okay, so I actually don't need this. So. Oh, huh. So where am I getting advanced mode? Where's that toggle? Okay, so that's in there. So I guess I could say if operator, that should set this to advanced mode now. Okay, so that, okay, so now that's smart enough to know that it is actually needs to be in advanced mode. Because if this is set to either, so because the controls that we have available to us are, so if I turn this off, this state is in, this state is not in, and then there's exist, not exist, and. So if it's any one of these, it needs to stay in advanced mode. That make sense? I think that makes sense. I will say that. So I'm not smart enough to know that it needs to be in there. So I add another query, and I just set it to tags, and I set it to tag, to test tag. And I leave that. Should there we go. Get out of here. Open that up. I don't think I've changed that actually. There we go. Save this. Do that. So it's smart enough to know that that doesn't. Okay, so I think that's a good UI. What do we think about that? I really would like everyone's input on this because I'm not super happy with this right now. This spacing is not good. I'm gonna see if I can fix that later. But what do we think? I mean, thumbs up, thumbs down. Come on now, get in on this. I feel like that this is the right way to do it. This I need to fix and do a little bit better. But so okay. So then, okay, cool. All right, nice. I mean, it's a complicated UI. It has to be a complicated UI. So I just, yeah, thank you. It is way better than what it was. Make a poll. All right. I need a command to make a poll. I never do that. Oh God, get out of here. Get out of here. No, I keep pressing the wrong button. Stream Manager. Complete my tax review. What? Get out of here. Manage poll. New poll. Does this UI work? Yes. No. Start the poll. All right. Let me get that out of here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. The problem though, Fabian, is I am adding it, but the problem is it makes it super tight. Like I can show you exactly sort of what I'm getting at here. So like for example, this is the taxonomy. If I turn that, if I just add that, and I look at this, you see how tight that is in there now, which I hate. So if I set it, but I add it to set it to false, see, it makes it so much nicer. So maybe I need to add that to the, what is that, the operator? I think I need to add that to the operator. Operator, that's right. See, I don't have, see, I have that right there. Oh, sorry. That's the one you're talking about. Right, okay. Well, this thing was screaming at me about that. So let's try, I'm gonna add that. We can look that up. We can look that up in a second. It's something like that, though. I think you're right. It's definitely... next 40 pixel default size. I think that's it. There, you already got that. Yeah. Right parts, wrong order. It's how I live my life as a developer. Right idea, horrible implementation. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So I don't. Did that do anything? This is the control. I want this down here. Oh, weird. I just made that taller. Yeah. Which isn't bad. I mean, it takes up more space, but where is this? What's this one? This is the taxonomy. Let's add this in here. Okay. That's not bad. I wish there was more space here, though. Like, I wish there was a better way of adding that. No, it does. I just don't like this. I mean, I could. What is this? Exclude these terms from the query. I need that here, I think. Doesn't seem to do anything on those. So this I'm okay with. It's the include children. It's the include children that I need to figure out something about. What is this? Include children. Can I just add style to this? Or is this is what it's yelling at me about? Yeah, crap. Okay, let's put a little class name on here then. Do I even have? I don't even know if I have styles. I don't think I have any CSS in here at all. No, I don't. Oh, I don't want to have to include a bunch of styles in there. Can you tell? Oh yeah. Okay, so let's wrap it in a div. I just don't want to. I don't want to have to add an entire style sheet just for this. Seems like a silly thing. It would be nice to have one of those props that that's better. There. That's better. I'm gonna do a little margin bottom too. Can you do shorthand in line like this? I don't know if I can. See, that seems a lot nicer. What do you think? It would be nice just to have like a next default size or like a, you know, just a prop that just wraps it in some nice space. So now I'm clearly gonna have to do this for clearly, which I said it like that, which is very odd. So I'm also using an H stack, which I've never used but before. So can I just do that? Oh, I can. Okay. What do we think? How do we feel about this? Oh, okay, 75.75. Across the board? You know what? I should probably do this as a constant or something. That's not bad. All right. What do we think? Props to Fabian and to Throw New Error. There should be audio playing, and that's annoying me that that's not playing. That's nice. So frustrating. Oh, you hear the "I'm madly in love with you" audio? That is that what you're like? When I click Bill, it should say "you're madly in love with you," because I am madly in love with you. Try again. Okay. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bill. I did some tweaks to my setup, and of course I broke it. So, anyways, it's okay. Just know, friends, that when I press this button, it says I'm madly in love with you, and I am. Each of you I love equally and without reservation. Awesome. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with this layout. Is that the same? It is. I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna do const space margin toggle margin. And I'm going to just go down here and steal wherever I put that. Right here. It's going to be toggle margin. And then I will replace this down here for toggle margin as well, wherever I put that. Hello. Cool. All right. I'm looking for advanced mode parameter. Okay, so now, so this is all working. Actually, I should take us through what I did. I did a bunch of work, behind the scenes. So this actually works now. Wait, nope, sorry, turn advanced mode off. So this is working. So if I add new query now, so I have cat 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So if I add new query now, I can say for this text, oh. I didn't like that. What's this? Oh, whatever, it's fine. Categories, and then I say cat 4, for example. I don't want cat 4. I'm going to exclude. So this is giving me an and relationship, right? Which is fine. So this is going to give me cat 1 and cat 4, which I could do all up in here. But the point of this is I'm going to exclude that. So now this is only giving me cat 1, or it's giving me everything tagged with cat 1, but not with cat 4, because yeah. And then in advanced mode, so cat 1 has children. So I wonder if I go advanced mode and I say include children, so you see the child of cat 1 now went away. Now it's back. So my idea around advanced mode is that anything that's not the default values is sort of not advanced mode, right? Yeah. Oh, I just realized something. I have to disable this. If I put this in here, this needs to be disabled, because if I now take it out of advanced mode, this is bad. So let's fix that. And I think I was doing that somewhere else. So view state, I need this. Instead of advanced mode, so this is going to be const disable. Okay, disable advanced toggle. There we go. So this is going to be, so in here we're going to do this, and we're going to disable the advanced toggle. No, that's what we're going to do. Why is this yelling at me? Okay. And then down in here, the advanced tab, the advanced toggle, which I had somewhere, is going to have a, is it with disable? It's going to be that. That's what we need to have, because, oops. Even in fast refresh mode, I'm having to click this a bunch of times. So okay, so that's exactly what I want, because if this is set to something that's not, and I go in, oh, I know what that is. Okay, so this is, I need an else. Where is my use effect? Holy crap face. Else, so if none of that thing's true, we're going to set disabled to false, right? Just going to do that. And the only thing I'm really checking in here is operator. Oh, and I need include children. So, so this is the first one. This is what do we call this? Advanced operators. And we're going to do an array, and then I'm going to say if operator, what is it? If, I think it, what includes operator. So if it includes that, or include children is, I'm going to say it's set to true, false. False. Ah! Right? So this should say, so if the operator is one of these, and or the include children is false, which is these are all non. Oh wait. No, I need the. This is backwards logic. So if I do that, if it doesn't include. Right? Right? Yeah. I mean, the other way to do it is to take these. So these are the advanced operators. You know what? That's better logic. We just do that. So the advanced operators is that. Because I hate whatever, it's fine. Right, so this, so if it includes one of those or that, then this should be in advanced mode. It is in advanced mode. Let's close it and reopen it. Okay, so let's put it in advanced mode. Let's turn include children off. Ba-boop, ba-ba. There we go. Okay, so that seems to be working. So this is in there. Cool. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay. This duplication I'm not super happy with, but maybe what I'll do is I will do this. I will say advanced operators, operator options, and then I will just spread advanced operators onto that. Right, that should work. Oh, by the way, sorry, did not work, Kev? Okay, let's work over here from now on. Deleted mess. Oh, that's strange. Sorry about that. What's the command? Do I not have? Let me just look at my commands here. Oh, I think you have to do it like this. I think you have to say, I think you have to tell it, so move, and then you tell it which way you want it to, that didn't work, sorry. So move right. Yeah, so so that's how you do it. I don't know if move just works. No, it doesn't. So don't worry, so yeah, that's kind of a janky command, sorry. So if you want me to move left, just do move left. Yeah, they're being deleted, but it's also moving me on screen, so I wouldn't worry about that. It's probably, I think it's just a setting in my Firebot, but anyways, it does move me if you say which way you want me to move. I think hide works too. Does hide work? Oh, it's not showing in the chat. Okay, so type this. Move and then left, or move and then right. And those all moving to whatever direction you want to move it to. So the relation, okay, so the relation thing is handled outside of this. Okay, so the next part that I kind of want to deal with, that's I'm dancing for you, is this part. Oh my God, I typed behind my head. Jeez, oh my God. Okay, so here, let's do this. That's the command. Pick one of these two. There we go. Okay, so I'll move my code somewhere sort of more in the middle then. That'll be a bit better. Perfecto. All right. Okay, so there's a couple of things. Relation options. Okay, so I have to clean this file up because like I was saying before, I had these things sitting. I had the advanced control sitting in the wrapper component, and that's not a good spot for it. It doesn't need to be there. So the advanced mode, I don't think I need any of this. So let's do a quick scan. So we don't need the advanced mode there. Oops.
Oh great, it's
send it back. Maybe there's just like a get rid of everything button. Everything goes away button. Okay, so that pretty much has this where it needs to be, right? So I think we're pretty good here. What do y'all think? I'm pretty happy with this layout. So let's deal with this. So this, I've been debating about what to do with this because technically it's a bit of an advanced thing, but so this is kind of out. There's two issues. The first issue that I want to deal with is just how do I explain this to the user? Like combine. Something like, so combine these queries or what are the words? So I'm trying to say, like, if it's like this, it's going to combine them. It's and, right? But if I toggle this, treat each query separately. What's a better way of saying that? You know what I'm trying to say? Like I could say it's logical and logical or, but that doesn't make sense to a user in that sense. So I mean, don't combine. How about that? Don't combine queries. Inclusive? Well, it's inclusive. It's inclusive by default. So the and is saying that give me this and give me this and give me this. Obviously that's what it's saying. But this toggle means it's going to give me an or. So it'll say require all. Right, but the default is the require all. What I want is to say any of these. Oh, maybe that's it. Or yeah. No. So or any of these. Oh, maybe okay. I have an idea. Maybe it's like this. Maybe what it is toggle to use to include any of the queries. Does that make sense? Or is that worse? Toggle to include any of these queries. No, it's not good. It's not good. So I just need the verbs, like the verb, because there's only two options. It's and or it's or, right? So it's like, maybe do it the other way around. Well, but that's not the default though. Like the default is and. And so I want to keep because that is the default of how tax queries work, though. Oh, there we go. So Fabian's made a really great suggestion. Paul, I get what you're saying, Paul, but I don't want to change the way that the taxonomy query works in WP Query. The default value, so this is affecting the relation operator. So here, right? And also there's, oh, wait a second, hold on. I might be out of my mind here. So I'm not reading this that there is. This has got to be. Huh. You know what, Paul? You may be onto something. I think maybe what we can have is have it opted in by default as and with the text that Fabian was saying. So we could have it opted in as and then like so toggled on as and then or turn it off. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so I'm misreading this. So what I had in my head was the and was the default value, but I don't think that is actually the case. I think there doesn't seem like there is. a default value. So we can specify that. And so I think off will show more results. Yes, it will, but it'll. Okay. That's it. That's what we'll do. So this is great. This is designed by, this is the only time designed by committee has ever worked. So this should also match any or match all. Oh, match any or match all with some help text, something that would enable all conditions. Match any, match all. All right, let's look at this. So if this is match all queries, right? And then we opt it into, no, sorry. I think they should be combined, because that's really what it is, right? Combine queries. Okay. So if we do that, combine filters. I think filters is probably the better way to do it, because filters is the nomenclature that's being used. So first of all, this only shows up when there's more than one. And so the combined thing is going to be, so this is gonna, I'm gonna switch this to and now, okay? And then I think there's some stuff I have to fix on this. So this is just going to toggle that, right? So this is or, this is and. So what's confusing about this though, right immediately for me, is I'm seeing all kinds of results, but I don't see anything. And maybe it's because this isn't showing enough tags, which could be it. But let's exclude uncategorized. So if I combine these, I'm getting more. Okay, cool. So let's do that. I think Paul, I think it's a good suggestion, Paul, to have it default to or, because then it just makes sense. Because you're seeing all kinds of things. And then when you combine these filters, yeah. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. Good ideas. So then in here, does toggle control have help? Oh, it does have 10. Okay. There we go. Thanks, GitHub Copilot. Woo! By default, filters are combined with the OR operator, enabling this option to combine filters with the AND operator. There we go. All right, we're good. Okay. Oh, my daughter's playing volleyball right now at school. I wonder how she's doing. Anyhow, cool. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now let me just see what happens. I think I might have some default. What is this? Oh, it's already. I don't need that. That's already been dealt with. So when I add in, in here, I think the add a new button, does it give me, so the relation is going to be or. What is this? A new query. So we'll set it to or as default. So I'm doing that in here. So the other thing that I need to consider at some point is it is technically possible to nest these queries. I don't know if I've ever done it personally. I've written a lot of taxonomy queries in my life, but it is technically possible to nest things where you can have this code is really poorly formatted, but so we have or and then an array of these things, and then another relationship, and then an inner array of that. So it is technically possible to have like multiple relation parameters, but I think I'm not going to worry about that right now. And it does actually open up another can of worms when it comes to UI, because you know, I could add another button in here that's like add nested. Maybe this flies out another one, but I don't know. So anyways, okay, so combine these filters. So what I'm going to make sure that this is, so if I remove this query, that should go away. Perfect. Okay, add this query. Oops, adding query. Taxonomy. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna add another query. I'm gonna make the tag, and I'm gonna say tag test tag, right? Up here, should get anything with that. Oh, hold on. What? How's there a tag on there? Something's weird. Something's wonky. I'm going to exclude those. Oh, hit that. Okay. Okay, cool. This seems to be working the way I want it to work. That's cool. All right. Well, are we ready? Is this ready to rock? Let's check the front end. Should probably check the front end before we release it. What do you think? That's interesting. What? Oh. I don't think I need that. I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, delete that. Sure. Save. Yeah, sure, save. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be working fine. Kevin wants me to write a test. I've been thinking about tests. The problem, I do have unit tests in place. The problem that I'm going to run into here is I don't have much in the way of, I don't have really any end-to-end tests for the JavaScript side because there's a lot. I need to write a lot of helpers, a lot of stuff. Now I do have some tests. I guess the one thing I didn't really talk about was how I'm building this stuff out. So we have all the controls, but what I have this class that I called query params generator. So basically this is just done with a couple of hooks. I have the pre-render block hook. And then basically filtering in the query loop block vars and all of this stuff. And so I have this helper class that's managing all the stuff, managing all the parameters. And so what it does is it basically looks for this list, known parameters, and then runs functions for each one. So I'm using traits, PHP traits, to add more functionality to this. Because it's pretty easy for me to go like, okay, I need to add, like, for example, the tax query. So I have a tax query trait, and it handles just the stuff specific to that. I felt like it was a good way of doing it, but I don't know. So basically it handles all of this. What is this yelling at me? Well, you get out of here with this short syntax, not allowed. I'll tell you what's allowed. So this is how I'm doing it. The problem that I run into is I can't do this in a unit test unless I have to mock up get term by. Because the way that the form token field works is that it doesn't store the ID, which would be awesome. It's storing just the name. And I want to get the ID so I can return the actual ID. What is this yelling at me for? Short syntax range? Screw off, short syntax range. But I am using some really fun PHP stuff that I haven't used in a while. I bumped up the minimum version of PHP for this particular plugin, so I'm getting to do things like this. These like anonymous, I don't know what they're called in PHP, but they're basically like anonymous functions in PHP, which is awesome. An array map, and I'm spreading things. It's like nice, makes me happy. Yeah. Anyhow, so testing is something that I need to get it built in. I could do a whole stream on just getting that set up. So long story short, Kevin, I'm not going to do a test. Quit asking. 7.4 right now, I believe, is what it's set at. 7.4. So I think that is the WordPress min. What is the WordPress admin or WordPress minimum PHP version? I think it's 7.4. Let's just see. 7.4. I think it does work in some older ones, but 7.4 opened up a lot more options for me from the PHP side. But anyhow, that's yeah. I'd love to get into some more heavy PHP stuff, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyways, okay, cool. So, what do I have to get that on? Get on that new 8.4 DAS the best. Yeah, 8.4 is great. There's a lot of really cool stuff. My my colleague Justin Tadlock is deep into some PHP things. He's doing some really cool stuff with like there's a thing that you can do like in the docs, like in the doc blocks that imports. It's crazy. It's really neat stuff. I haven't played around with it at all. And I'd like to get a little bit better with it. All right, let's look at what we're doing. Okay, so this is like clean up the interface, the UI, make the relation a little better. Ignore Kevin and his requests. Tests. That's what we're doing right there. All right, I'm going to push that up. Okay, so I am feeling like this is probably pretty good to go. I don't know. What do we think? Property hooks. Thank you, Just Lurkin. That's what it was. Property hooks. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff that you can do with that. He showed me this library where someone built it so if you wanted to add a function to to a hook in WordPress, you would just define the hook in the doc block, and it would do that. It would register it on that hook. It's really, really neat. Advanced PHP. Cool stuff. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think here? I think we're about ready to rock and roll. What do you think? Okay, so I got a lot of stuff that I was going to release on this milestone. Let's look at these. I'm going to do this one. So I have a milestone that's got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to actually change the milestone. I think this is going to be a 4.0 because there is a breaking change that I did. I built this, I added this taxonomy exclusion doodad, which, oh, it's not in here. So in the live plugin, you can exclude entire taxonomies, which in hindsight doesn't make any sense. I'm not really happy with that. So this is the breaking changes. I've removed that. But now this, you can do way better stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this. I'm going to get checkout trunk. Pull that down. Normally I just like merge everything together. Thinking about doing like a merge, like a release branch, but whatever. Okay, so so I have some things that are gonna get going onto here. So this date for current controls. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in 4.0. So there's actually a bunch of new features that I'm about to release here. I think I might do a release branch. Check out branch release 4.0.0, and then I'm gonna merge each one of these in, and then just see how it all plays out. Should I? You know what? I'm not doing that. I'm gonna merge it all to Trump. Okay, cool. So the first one, so date controls, add before and after current date control. So this is basically augmenting the date. So I'm gonna grab that branch. I'm gonna merge this. So let's do that. Merge pull request. Boom, done. So now I'm gonna just pull this out. npm run. Let's do a build, and then we can just check and see what that does. So over in here. The date controls. For current date, after current date. Oh, standby. npm so the composer. Let's try that again. There we go. Oop. Okay, so I have a composer set up. What the frig is going on here? There we go. Oh, I know why. So I'm trying to load like 80 friggin' 80 items here. So then let's go loading. Something's going on here. Okay, so let's check the date relationship. So this is before the current date, which, I don't think that'll work because, okay, so before a specific date, you can pick the date. Before, after current date. Okay, that seems to work. So the after current date, people were asking because I mean, it doesn't include scheduled posts, but I got a request for being able to show stuff in the future. I don't know what they're doing stuff, so I figured it was a fairly easy win there. So let's see, what's the next one? Pull request, show children of current item only. So this is one where people wanted to test pages and children of pages. Wait, did I do this in post? Let me just turn this off. Show child page. Okay, this one. Okay, so I switch this to hierarchical. I should get a little toggle. Thumbs up. Oh, I think I need to do this in. Is it bad that I can't remember what this does? So if I go into pages, and I go to parent page, and I go in here, and I go, get out of here, and I go. There we go. So show child items only. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so this is a template one. So if I'm on this page itself, and I go to, what is it? I want to edit this content. Where's the content? Am I editing the content right now? There we go. So we've clearly got an AQL in here, which is so this should okay, so that works. Just looking, it's got a question. If I could ask you a random question, I would ask, can I have the show template option mode on by default in the block editor? Well, you can get to the template right here. Is that what you mean? Oh, you're talking about having this enabled automatically. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's look at you, Fabian. Well done. Okay, cool. Anyway, okay, so I'm happy with that one. All right, now let's see. Let's go back. Let's get back into my pull requests, and then the big one is right here. So let's see. Do we have any? Do we have any course we have conflicts? Okay, so let's get check out feature. Okay, so get merge trunk. see what the conflicts are. I'll accept both. Oh wait, no, I should have accepted both. And then accept both. Okay, just wait for that to run, make sure it's good. All right, let's merge this. Let's do this. Why not? All right, so I'm gonna get back in the trunk, get check out trunk, pull, composer, install, npm run build. Sorry, this is kind of a boring part, but I just want to make sure everything's like working the way it's supposed to and all that. Okay. Got so many controls in this thing now. The next thing I have to do is it's okay. We get a real developer. What are you talking about? So put this back to posts. Okay. See, it's getting super ugly. It's getting really, really hard to manage. There's so many features, all these little things, right? So I have to figure out a better way of doing this. And I have one. I have one that I've been working on that kind of takes this approach. So you see how filters and it, you know, it's the same idea. So I think what I'm going to do is stuff like that. I think I'm going to have a number of these compartmentalized, like, so like for excluding posts, including posts. I'll have one for maybe performance, which is what this is. Just because all of these, they're just arbitrary, which is kind of unfortunate. So I don't think this should be where this is now. So I'm not. I just wonder if this needs to be in a better spot now. No, sorry. So variations, controls are down here. So this is calculation talk. Like, I just don't know where this should go. This should probably, that should not be there. That is a very not very often used control. So let's, you know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do this a different way. I'm gonna branch off the trunk here. What? No, what's that? Okay, I'm gonna just branch off trunk. This is gonna be feature reorder controls. Just added 2 new controls, and I think okay, mrem run. I'll do that. Question on disable pagination. Does that really need to be a setting, or can you just derive that based on if the query pagination block is nested within the query? That's a good point. That's a really good question. It's worth looking into. I added that because we're doing taxonomy and post meta queries, being able to say like no found rows is in the underlying WP query is very important, because it can get super inefficient super quick. But I never actually thought of that approach. I think we might be able to do that. I think that's a really good idea. Let me just get an issue in place just before I forget. Derive. Okay, I'm gonna add that. So I think we probably could. We probably could. I don't see why not. It would just basically have to check the contents of the query loop, and then if the pagination's there. The thing is, the only downside of that is user error, because I insert it all the time, and if you're not expecting pagination, then it just doesn't show up. So a lot of people just kind of keep that in there. So there's that, but that's a fairly minor issue. It's a fairly minor issue. What I'm kind of thinking is if I put it into sort of like a better control, like if I manage the controls a little bit better, I can put it in a place that's kind of like nested, like under advanced query loop settings, or like performance, and then it can just kind of live there, and if people want to find it, they can find it. But that's a good point, Fabian. I'm going to definitely look into that. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to just move this over. I'm going to do this, and I think pagination toggle should definitely go here. Wait, did I do hot? Is this thing doing hot? Got to refresh that. Okay, so additional post types. I'm going to put the taxonomy query up below additional post types. I think that might make sense, because this is going to be doing that. Then the taxonomy builder. Then we can do order by and exclude, or I'm going to move post meta query, taxonomy builder into sort of the same area. So okay, so where's post meta? Post meta, it's gonna go above there, and then I'm going to put that above all this other stuff. Oops. Oh, what? Let's look. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, I'm gonna swap the order of that. Just doing a full refresh, which I'm not super happy about. So we got the taxonomy. Okay, so additional post types, taxonomy query builder, post meta query, and then this post order by. I need to space that out a little bit. All else fails. You gonna talk about an ugly hack? I'll show you an ugly hack. What's going on here? Did my build process stop? No, it's still going. Why? Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong place. Idiot. Idiot. Postman query controls. It's right here. So down at the bottom, I'm gonna just maybe do. Can I do the? Oops. Oh, come on. There. It's so ugly. But that's fine, because I think what I need to do next is convert my post meta query into this as well, because it's very much the same thing, but it just needs to be cleaned up. So I think that's what we're going to do. So this is, I'm happy with this, I think. And then there's just some cleaning up I have to do. So yeah. Okay. Cool. So I think that's all right. All right. So I'm just going to merge all these changes. Make better decisions. Decisions. Boom, bang. What? It's just, yes, it just committed that crap. And then I'm going to go over here and just do a little PR, just so I have clean up the UI a bit before launching 4.0.0. 1.0.0. Okay, create pull request. Yep, I'm going to immediately merge the pull request. So we're just going to jump over here, get checkout trunk. Let that run. So how's it going, everyone? This is great. This is actually going pretty quick. I had to drop a call. It was really fun to catch up with you. Love what you're doing with you. Well, thanks, Fabian. Thank you for hanging out. And I know I have a meeting I'm still organizing for you. Just, I don't want you to think I've forgotten. I think this week's been a craziness. But anyways, always great to hang out with you. Always great to have you on board. If you don't know, Fabian's like the smartest dude ever. And he is changing WordPress as we know it. So there you go. Anyhow, okay, I'm going to just get this done. Going to merge this. Then I think we can start the release process. So let me... Oh, who did that? No stress at all. Yeah, there we go. Lights out. All good. No stress at all. Cool. Okay, so that was Throw New Error. Thank you, Throw New Error, for doing that. So I want to show you something that I have set up on here. This is... Oh, I didn't type that. So I have an action set up that when I merge a pull request, it builds my release notes for me, which is awesome. One thing it doesn't do though is handle the versioning correctly. So that's something that I have to set up, which is totally fine. And this is going to be under features like this. I'm going to say make better UI decisions. All right. This is a huge new release. Enjoy it. Enjoy. I'm just gonna take that out of there. I don't really care. Okay, cool. So, okay, so I'm just gonna save this draft because we're not quite ready to release it yet. So if I go back into my code, into my release is still 3.2. So this is gonna. Okay, so this is gonna be 4.0. So this is really cool. All right, so what I do typically at this point is now that I'm on my own truck, I'm gonna pull down latest truck. I've got everything. So there's a couple of steps that I take, and it's all completely manual. First thing I do is I start going in and start adding the stable tag numbers. So this is gonna be a 4.0.0 release, and then I also come in and in my change log I add a new entry for this version, and I can actually just come in here and grab this stuff. I can kind of just do this, and I like to clean it up just a little bit, and I don't need to have let me change that. Okay, so that's that. So the README, and then I have to come in and package JSON. I'm gonna update that. I realize I could probably do that with npm as well. Composer, I don't think it has a version number in there. It doesn't. Index, this needs a version 4.0.0. The README is very important because the stable tag is the thing that. Oh, and what is this version of WordPress? 6.7, right? 6.7.1. So I'm going to actually update the tested up too as well. I've forgotten to do that for a while. Requires at least 6.2. Sure. Okay. So then in here. Okay. So that's all good to go. Composer, nothing. I think that's it. And then, in the big README, I add some more stuff in here. Let's see. I'm going to move that below because this is all. Oh my God. I'm never going to spell this right. Query. It's right here. Build complicated taxonomy queries. Yay! This is such good marketing speak. Okay. What was the other stuff that we did? We added, what else is in there? Queries before the current or selected date. For query items before or after the current or selected date. before / after the current or selected date, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sending us, so the post meta query, that's already done. Or only for, or only. There. Okay, so do I actually? Oh, I gotta copy all this. This is a bit. Do I have to reformat it all? I don't want to reformat it all. No, I don't. I realize I haven't done this in a while. So the text on crap. Right. Okay. All right. So I think that's all I need. That's all I need to do the release. Like from a file standpoint. So this should be all the changes that I need to bump it. So I'm just going to say bump to version. Come on. Version 4.0.0. Right. Got all that. Commit that. Sync changes. And now. So I've set up my own little like release thing in here. So I have like a release command that I run. So npm run release. And now this is going to build out. It's going to do all the composery stuff. It's going to do all the stuff, and it's going to give me a thing right here. And then this is so manual, and you guys are going to love it. But I have I do this JAQL. I have the SVN repository here set up. I'd like to open. Nope. There it is. So I'll bring this over here. So this is my command line. So I use omyzsh, and it's awesome. This is like a plugin to be able to open and close, like to open windows. So what I do, it's so manual. But what I do is I take the Advanced Query Loop out of there. I try to drag it into the window. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna drag it into this window. Isn't that great? And then in trunk, I like to do this because part of the thing is that it packages the plugin zip command from the scripts package includes a package JSON, but I don't want to include that package JSON, so I always delete it, and I just grab everything in here. I copy it into trunk. Yes, I replace everything in there. I can delete this now. And then in my tags, let me just do this. So I'm going to just copy trunk into tags. I'm going to give it a new name of 4.0.0. That's the new release. Then what I like to do is I like to tag this with 4.0.0. Sorry. Right? Because in my release, okay, and then hold on. Where's the releases? So in my releases, I'm going to edit this release. Right, I have to go back and do this again. Super annoying. Every time I merge, it does this, so I have to do it again. Okay, and then what I like to do is attach the binary, the built binary on this. And the reason I'm doing this is because I have plans to eventually add a WordPress playground. Yeah, that OFD opens the current directory. It's pretty handy. There's a bunch of those things. So what I have plans to be able to go into every one of these releases and have it load that version in WordPress playground, so you can play around with that. I just haven't got to that level of automation yet. So I'm gonna save that. Okay. Different from just open period. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, doesn't seem to be. So there you go. So I didn't need that. It has a bunch of other things too, but that's pretty slick, Kev. All right, cool. So now that I have this, I can delete this. I don't need that. That can go away. And then, so in here, I can go SVN status. I can see what my status is. So what I want to do is I want to SVN add. I'm going to add tags like that. And then I got to SVN status again. You can see that there's some stuff in trunk that's missing. So SVN add trunk includes traits. Looks like. Traits. It's probably a shorthand for this. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. So post parents, and then trunk include traits, post parent, or not post parent. What was the other one? Tax. So we should add those. SVN status again. So okay. So I need to include. Looks like trunk includes taxonomy still, right? So SVN add trunk includes taxonomy. So SVN status, we should see no question marks in here, which means, so A means added, M is modified, and if it wasn't, didn't know what the heck it was, it'd be a question mark. Okay, so now that that's in place, we can say commit, SVN commit, release 4.0.0. Yeah, that's what I use. I use ZSH as well, like GA, GL, GC, GM, all that stuff. It's great. So now we're gonna release this. Let's get over to the Advanced Query Loop plugin, and we can see we're running at 3.2. Still haven't hit over 1,000 yet. Gotta get to 2,000. Let's see it. Okay, I'm gonna just hit commit. Bam. It's gonna push all this stuff up. We should have a released plugin. And then I'm gonna have to do a bunch of, marketing type stuff for it. Let's just take a minute. I bought a new camera, and it's lost somewhere. At what install number will I sell it? Why, Cab, you want to buy it? My price will be the install number times 10. Get ready for the shorts, guys. What shorts? What are you talking about? All right, so this will take a minute or two. YouTube shorts. I've already done a few YouTube shorts. I'm gonna be doing more. There we go, version 4.0. So we should have taxonomy queries. Yay! Okay. So now if we check the live preview, we should have a new taxonomy builder. Let's see that. So this has been tested. It says 6.7.1, 4.0. Okay, so that's good. So playground's loading. Let's see. Open taxonomy builder, add new query. Categories, there probably aren't any. Uncategorized. Yeah, if it breaks now, that's weird. Okay, cool. So, I mean, now it's up to you to go download it and test it and tell me what I broke. Okay, great. So I think, so the last step now is I'm going to go over to here. Go to my code. The last, I should have, what is this thing? Okay, so then I can go to my releases and I will, I always do that. Go to my releases and I'm going to publish this release. So publish the release. You don't have to publish the release. I do this very manual. This is just a very, very manual way of doing it. There are definitely ways to automate this. I know that there's a GitHub action that does all this, that will literally just like you push the trunk or whatever it is, and I think it'll automatically deploy your plugin. But that's great. I'm very excited to get this out the door. Actually, like very, very excited. Yeah, if it breaks, if I'm inundated with issues, what do we got in here for pull requests? Okay, so do I have these closed issues? Shouldn't this be closed? Well, that's weird. Anyways, so now I have to go back through a bunch of support form stuff and like close out issues that are related. Oh, sorry, Herb. Didn't mean to click on your face there. Postman placeholders for dynamic values. Yeah, that's another thing. Okay. Yeah, cool. Anyways, well, we've done everything that we wanted to do today. 1 star update broke my site. You want to see something that drives me crazy? Look at this. I have a 1 star thing, and I'm not intending to call this particular person out, but it's because they didn't know. It's lacks promised features, and if you're watching this Nomen one, I'm not intending to call you out directly. I understand, right? So this person saying that the offset feature is missing. Of all the things, I need it, but it's in there. They just didn't know where to find it, and I get it. You're frustrated. You want to do a negative review to get some feedback, but so anyways, I just that's a little frustrating because it's not because of a feature that didn't have it that we didn't have it. Anyways, come on. I've only got 12 what you call it reviews. What does no cap mean? I'm old, I realize that. What is old? Oh, the 3 star. The 3 star is the same sort of thing. The person was like missing a feature. Don't hide that. Like, I was like, well, if you want a feature, ask me for it. Don't give me a bad review. Anyways, I'm just appreciative that people use the plugin. I'm being a bit whiny about it, and I get it. You just turned 40. Now you added. I added what? No, I didn't add it. What is it? Exclusive for multiple categories. Going to take a look at the source. Exclusive checkbox in the categories field. Is that exclusive? So I don't really know. I think that this is. I think the Query Builder fixes this issue, but I don't really know. Anyways, so. Anyways, it's happening. Anyway, this is me being grumpy. For the most part, getting lots of love about it. Like 13. Hey, did I get a new one? Hold on. Oh, this is a new one. Nice. I haven't. Oh, I haven't responded to this person. No cap means lie. No lie. Like when you say no cap, it means like I'm not lying. Is that it? My daughter's gonna cringe when I tell her when I start using that. Like no lie, no cap. Okay, cool. All right. I still got to figure out what Skibbity Toilet Ohio means. That's a thing that kids say, apparently. I don't know. I have a 9-year-old, so that's it. Thanks. Okay, Throw, listen. We gotta keep each other updated here, right? The Urban Dictionary only gets me so far. I think it's even getting older. Well, let's just see what Thomas Smartfire is saying about this plugin. Can understand what's not part of works art. It's indispensable. Works flies. Oh, this is great. Thanks. Thank you so much for using AQL. I really can't type. Appreciate you taking the time to leave a review. Submit. Yeah, you can give it as many five stars as you want. Actually, I just found out about something. Somebody from, I think was it WebDev? No, Human Made. They built out a filter system that it looks really neat, and I think actually you need to use my plugin to use their plugin. Mm-hmm. Are you not subscribed to your reviews feed? No. Is there a reviews feed? Can I just go feed? Is that what that is? Holy crap. Kevin, are you subscribed to your... I don't use RSS. I don't use RSS. So, but I didn't realize. I guess it's just all WordPress, and there's feeds for everything. So, lacks promise features. Get out of here. What? No. No. How do you do that? Oh, you know what? I probably do get emails. I'm sure I get emails for it. I probably just they get buried in my emails. I go to the main page. Okay. Is it like advanced? Let's see. Advanced options, danger zone, release, transfer, close, toggle, live preview, support. Boop. I do get emails when I get stuff in here. I just haven't checked them. Awesome. All right. Well, what a wonderful way to end this. We get a brand new version. Let's look at the. Let's look. Downloads. Well, those are a bit behind. 90 downloads today. And somebody's been translating. I got some. This has been translated into Japanese, which is so cool. It's so awesome that those folks did that. Smart reps, release confirmation, transfer, no. Close, no. I'm thinking about making this a community plugin, actually, because it is basically available to all in the. To use. Anyways, I'm rambling. You have open support too. You have open support. Oh, like yeah. No, I know. I have to resolve some of these. Problem is some of them are like not really resolvable. This actually, I'm going to respond to this. This should get you. Come on. I just released 4.0.4 that includes this feature. I'm going to close. But let me know if you run into any issues. I'm not subscribed. What are you talking about? In here? No, I am subscribed. Oh, subscribe to this plugin. Okay. It's weird because I was in my. Where did I see that? I just saw that. Oh, I'm subscribed to the the issues themselves. That's what it is. Watching camera, like watching my brothers going at it. Yeah. Kevin, I'm looking forward to seeing you again, Kevin. I'm at Work Camp Asia this year. I think Kevin, are you going? You're going, right? Me, Kevin, and George Momadashvili from GoDaddy. We always end up, we can sense each other. Like we just kind of know. Like one of us will just stand up in the room and be like, he's here, and then it's cool. And then we go out and we have a couple of drinks, and then I go back to the hotel like a responsible adult, and then I wake up in the morning and see those two and hear about the craziness that they get into. Like not weird stuff, just like they met a superstar rock star from Taipei last year, and anyways, I'm not gonna out you too much there, Kev, but on the things that you did. But anyhow, okay. Okay, I gotta resolve these things. Gotta resolve them. Definitely weird and wild stuff. Weird, wacky stuff. Okay, well, okay, I think I'm done. Is there anything else? Actually, so hey, is anyone else going to Work Camp Asia though? Anyone else in the chat room? No? Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to drop off, but tomorrow definitely tune in for the Speed Build Challenge on the official WordPress YouTube channel. That'll be a lot of fun. What time? I think it's noon Eastern. Come on. But you're rich in personality. Yeah, honestly, if my job wasn't going to conferences, I would never have had the opportunity to go to these things. So I'm very, very thankful to my employer for that, right? Yeah, I'm going to do the pitch for the Speed Build Challenge for tomorrow with Jessica and Matt. The Matt. It's right here. So go and click that notify button and all of that stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun. And if you didn't see it and you want to see it, stop. This is the beginner's guide to stuff that we did yesterday. Anyways, yeah, I'll drop that link in there too. Kev watched, judging me silently, I'm sure. Actually, no, Kevin, I saw you in the chat. I'm wondering. I think we still need to add a couple of links. I put together a here. I'll show you. I'll put together a block that where is this thing? Polaroid generator. So the block does some fun things. Basically, it's actually all completely built off of something that we did on this stream like 3 years ago. Like when I first started, and it's basically a Polaroid generator. So what it does is it pulls from Pixum, like stock images basically, and then you can choose how many you want, and yeah, it's pretty fun. So the code is all there if you want to pull that apart and check it out. But it's a basic, fairly straightforward block that actually does something that's like nice looking. So so if you're interested, the code's there. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just turn the audio off. I can show you the thing that that I did. So it's this thing. So this is the doodad here. Let's go full screen. Yeah. Nope, not full screen. Let's go data mode. So this is it. So it just like pulls in these images, does a little loading graphic. Here, I'll stop showing my stupid face. This is the front end. Got a little overlay or a little like animation, and so the back end you can choose the background color, and you can pick how many photos you want to show, stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. It's completely not. I would love it if someone took this and like maybe changed it to like a different API to retrieve maybe information, so you could actually write like what the alt tag gets written on the bottom of the Polaroid. Anyways, cool stuff. Okay, I'll stop. All right, friends. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Don't know what we're going to do next week yet, but maybe we'll be fixing bugs for AQL. Maybe something else will pop into this brain of mine. But anyways, I'm going to say bye. I'm going to say thank you for hanging out with me today. And we'll chat at you next time. Bye.